It's so amazing.
Y'all heard the saying, if you scared, go to church, right? That couldn't be no far from the truth, man. Because if the cowards that's not going to go to church afraid to acknowledge God because they don't want to be accountable to their sins and feel their responsibility. The devil got these people mind, man. They think Christians is soft, and they forget that the church is made up of ex-cons, killers, and drug dealers, and gangbangers God saved and delivered. We sons of the king. We supposed to be enjoying life. We supposed to have fun.
I lift my hands and I give you thanks for all that you do for me. Yeah, yeah. I walk by faith and I'm able to ignore trouble in my way. Soon as I get up and I praise you in the morning. All my bills are paid and I write nothing before it. Wife so bad, so much swag, jewels on flash, all my past. Is it ain't cause who they say you are? Why they think that we not from the streets or something? Like we supposed to all be broke and not have money. Why they think we don't supposed to have fun? Like being Christian somehow must be boring.
Nemesis, Remesis, Genesis. From the fall of the man been a plan of the crucifix. Double R, caviar. Y'all switch in and out like an avatar, Gemini. Two-Face will embrace. Y'all hate at the same time. Cross line, test mine. Yahweh, Yahweh. These people rather die than to live. And that's real.
So I guess we're not Christian then. I'm a baby of the way I live. You're not supposed to be happy here. Like the Lord in our life for real. Darkness run from light. Salvation's only in Christ. Darkness run from light. Salvation's only in Christ.
If I name the chicks, I played them all. From the heart, soft, I sold it all. That was years ago, the rise and fall. Then I met the Lord behind the wall. I repent for sins I did and all. Read scripture, fast and ties and all. No matter the fame, big or small, I could never denounce Christ at all. I divorced the gang, claimed his name, Jesus reigned, and all they came was serving him with joy and pain. Life became marvelous, glorious, opposite, felonious, notorious, and all of this sins and this wickedness, habituate, maliciousness, scandalous, concentric, politics, and stand in front of Christ, the arsonist. Second Chronicles 7:14. If my people who I call by my name will humble themselves, pray and seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and heal their land.
You began with a plan that involved every angel, creature, woman, man. You I love, and the greatest wonder the world could ever think of. You give Your mercy, compassion, your love for us is everlasting. Your will be done, your kingdom come, you are the one. Elohim, you the created being, perfection of what you see. You are God, our Father, Jehovah, omniscient and excellent.
For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, no height, no depth, nor other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which
you
is in
the
Christ
Word
Jesus our Lord.
in the Son, manifested in Jesus. Your blood was the church being born. Every storm in my life passes over when you would crown of thorns. You heal all disease, we grieve, you come to cease. You raised the dead, gave sight to those couldn't see. You the Lion, the Lamb, seed of David, the great I am. Hey, in the credit to you that today I'm the man I am.
And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another comforter to help you and be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept him because it neither sees him nor knows him, but you know him, for he lives with you.
All these trials in my life remind me of Christ. So repetitive with sins, I just couldn't seem to get it right. Your spirit in me convict me to the shame of my repentance. All this fighting and resistance led to his ascension. I'm so true to this religion. They tried to murder me in prison. Had to change what I was doing so my sin would rub off on my children. I remember them drugs in the building. I remember them guns on civilians. I remember laying down with all the women in the pool full of lust when I was swimming. I fell, rebelled, cold nights and no cells. And I learned of your son, 2 boys, 3 nails. You breathe, I grieve. You receive what you teach. Empower me with gifts for the works of the church. See, I'm sealed, I'm healed. My God, yeah, it's real. My cup runneth over by the Spirit of Jehovah. Lord, I seek your face, bless your holy name, your holy name. Help my unbelief, may you humble me, I'm set free. You rescue me, what you want from me, I offer thee. I'm washed in blood of your son, true love, I thank you for my mind, my life, my wife, my kids, my sin, forgive, your will is real, my tears, you hear, you live, you give, my family peace, your mercy, the reason I live. I live. Bless his name. There was only one name given under the heaven by which all men should be saved. The name Christ Jesus. Lord, you hold the world in the universe in your hands. And I'm in your plans, cause I'm on your mind. Oh, no, no. You dress in light, you walk on skies, you reign on high. Angels worship, my lips on kiss, your feet in wrist. Holy is the Father, holy is the Son, holy is the Spirit, sanctified is temple. Creation testifies to the power of the living God. Bless the Father displays his love through his Son. See, the Father didn't die for you. The Holy Spirit didn't die for you. It was the Son of the living God who died for you. And what made the sacrifice accepted before the Father, because not only did he love you, but he died for sinful people unworthy of his love and mercy.
See, if he died for strangers, that makes the sacrifice unacceptable because you died for people you don't know. But if you know you died for sinners undeserving of your love, and yet you still decide to take on their suffering, that's what made it acceptable before the Father. And through his sacrifice, we have been redeemed, forgiven of sins, and made sons and daughters of the living God, and crowned with the gift of eternal life. And we bless his name, because he is the only one worthy of worship. Yahweh Elohim.
It's so amazing.
I know you're real, I know you here, I know you live, I feel you here, your blessed son, your spirit come, everything you done, Lord, you are the one worthy of worship, sovereign in mercy, omnipotent, awesome in glory, angels in the heavens praise you, we were made in the very image of you, Holy Father, living waters, took away my sins, your family I'm part of, you ain't even bothered, cause you are the author of this life, so in Christ is nothing I'm afraid of. I choose you over any woman I love, or anything offered in this world. Salvation is to know one apart from you, Lord. I praise you, everything you say in your word, no another day you deserve, worship in the heavens and earth, but you, Lord, I praise you. It's not enough with you, nothing that's made can compare to you. You are the one who gave me life, my reason being, you're my God and King. Lord, I adore you, humble before you, I'm so unworthy. How can you love me after everything that I did? Forgiving me my sins as though I never did. I'm so thankful, grateful also. My Redeemer lives, Christ the living King. From the tribe of Judah, God gave us a Savior. No one else can save us, that's why we got favor. I choose you over any woman I love, or anything offered in this world. Salvation is to know one apart from you, Lord. I praise you, everything you say you were. No another day you deserve. Worship in the heaven and earth, but you, Lord, I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. That within me, God did it for me. God go before me. Praise you for me. Read of the story. Father of mercy. You're more worthy. Honor redemption. Spirit of cleansing. I choose you over any woman I love, or anything offered in this world. Salvation is to know one apart from you, Lord. I praise you. Everything you say in your word. No another day you deserve. Worship in the heavens and earth, but you, Lord, I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you.
It's so amazing.
Lord, I could really use a good friend of you right now. I just need peace of mind and your word to calm me down. Heaven, listen. Are you listening? When shall it begin? From the money you spend, going out with your friends, flirting with men. I just wanna know when. You ain't gotta pretend. Said you were friends, got me looking like sin. Too embarrassing when we at it again. You don't even give in or admit what you did. What I won't do is play the fool like these other dudes you used to. I'm a man, I gotta know when to pray when I'm supposed to. I'm the one you should've came home to, belong to. How could you? One day you love, one day you hurt, one day you change. Who do you blame for the pain? I just had to learn. No matter what in life may come to me, good or bad, I know I'm loved in heaven. Well, more than a friend, I'm son of a king. No matter what in life may come to me, good or bad, I know I'm loved in heaven. Well, more than a friend, I'm son of a king. I'll still take you back. We're stronger than that. Let God still be true. Help us see this through. Lord, I could really use a good friend of you right now. Can someone intercede on behalf of me right now? Cause I'm hurt and I'm broken. The enemy all in my head telling me it ain't working. But I know it's working cause you are the truth and I'm anointed. And I've been appointed to step on the head of the serpents. And I know for certain that what's in my past, I won't let back. I just had to learn. No matter what in life, no matter what may come to me, good or bad, I know I'm loved in heaven. Well, more than a friend, I'm son of a king. No matter what in life may come to me, good or bad, I know I'm loved in heaven. Well, more than a friend, I'm son of a king. Look, let's just be honest, man. Women will betray you. Men will betray you. Your family will turn their back on you. Your own friend will become your enemy. God is love. And if you don't have God, then you don't know love.
What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Peace and blessing to everybody out there, man. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ, man, who give us life every day, man. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. So please, please humble yourself before the Lord. Seek his face. Do right by Christ that everything may go well with you in your life, man. Shouts out to all my supporters out there. All the love y'all continue to give me, man, as I continue to bless y'all households and when you at work and when you riding in your car and when you just going about your daily life. I appreciate y'all spending time with me and allowing me to keep y'all company for the time I'm actually going to be here with y'all, you know. A lot of things go on in the world, man. A lot of things going on in the world, man. This world is crazy. People are crazy. I get so tired of people sometimes, man. I can't believe some of the things that come out of people's mouth, man. Like, why when people owe you money, they get mad when it's time for them to pay you? I don't understand that. Like I don't get that at all. Like, why are you mad because you owe me money that you was happy to get when I gave it to you? And now you feel some type of way because you passed your due date when you were supposed to pay it. And now you're trying to start something with me to give you more time so you won't have to pay it. How do people do that, man? Like, what? What are we doing, man? That'd be crazy to me. And why when they owe you money, they want to still add to what they already owe? And you know what'd be funny about people who ain't got no money trying to get money out of you? They try to make the imaginary money be more than the money that's actually real, that's at hand. You know, broke people always have this imaginary money. And they always try to make the imaginary money more than the
real money that's literally there. They'll be like, they say stuff like this. Man, you think you can borrow me like $20? Like if you borrow me like $20, then I give you like 40. See, that's that imaginary money. It's not there. So you can make imaginary money as high as you want it to go. Because it ain't there. It don't exist. You can, hell, why not $50? Hell, why not 100? Hell, why not 200? I got $20 right now. But you trying to give me imaginary money to get my $20. Come on now. Hey, how you doing, Queen? Man, these people is crazy, man. It's hard for me to be in relationships, man. That stuff killing me, man. I ain't never had this many relationship problems. Man, I'm telling you, look, when I was poor and didn't have nothing, I have no problem with relationships. And it seemed like they stayed longer. Now when I got something, man, it's hard to be in a relationship, man. I don't get that, man. Like, I feel like I'm targeted. I feel like I'm being targeted. I'd be like, man, can we do anything without you asking for something? Oh my gosh. That irritate me. That irritate me when people be asking me for stuff. And it's crazy because in the family, I'm one of the fortunate ones, right? That know how to save money. Because for the most part, I ain't really got no habits. You know what I mean? I don't drink. I don't smoke. I used to have a tricking problem, though. I used to have a real bad tricking problem. I needed counseling. That didn't go right. The counselor was a woman. I got the tricking with her. I'm like, this ain't right. I came here for help. Now I came here to get help, lady. How I'm supposed to be getting counseling and you sitting here thick in the skirt? You the problem. And she became a client. I'm sorry, man. It be like that. That didn't last. That didn't last at all. I'm one of the most fortunate ones in my family, man. And it be bothering me a lot, man, because every time I'm always getting the calls. They always calling me when they want something. I get so many calls, it ain't funny. And the thing about people wanting to borrow, who borrow all the time, they got to do better than the last story. Every story get better and better and better because they got to try to outdo the story they said before that to get what they got before that. So people who borrow a lot got a lot of stories. It's like when they on the way over your house, they thinking about what should I tell them? Should I tell them? I'm gonna tell them I'm sick and need some medicine. No, I can't. I think I told them that one before. What should I tell them? I'm gonna tell them my baby mama kicked me out and I ain't got no place to go. I know he ain't gonna want me living with him, so I'm asking him, could he give me some hotel money? Nah, he ain't gonna go for that. I asked her. I think I used that one too. I'm gonna tell him I got a warrant and I need to pay this warrant because he don't want to see me in jail. That's my little brother. But then he gonna look me up on CCAP, so that ain't gonna work neither. He gonna find out I'm lying. I'm just gonna tell him I've been diagnosed with cancer. I'm gonna tell him I've been diagnosed with cancer. I'm gonna cough a few times. He gonna hurry up and get me out the house. I get the coughing on him. He still wear his COVID mask. They say anything to get a dollar out you. Oh my gosh. They say anything to get a damn dollar out you. It got so bad, my brother told me. I knew he was lying though, but he knew how to scare me. He said, man, I got to tell you something. I said, what you got to tell me? He like, you're going to have to sit down for this one. I say, did somebody die? He scared me. He like, no, ain't nobody die. Well, sort of. I'm like, did somebody die or not? What you mean, sort of? He like, just sit down. I'm going to tell you. This man stood up. While I sat down, he stood up. You put on a performance. He like, you know, for a long time, I've been in a lot of relationships. You know, I got a lot of kids. I don't do so well in relationships. I can't seem to keep a woman. While he pacing around the living room with his hand in his pockets. Then he said, I be in and out a lot of relationships, man, and I don't seem to keep a woman, man. I don't know why. Then he said, I think I like men. I say, what? He said, I think I'm gonna start, I think I might try to start liking men. I'm like, man, don't say no stuff like that to me. He like, no, I'm for real, bro. I'm for real, man. I'm tired of these women, man. Like, what's wrong with experimenting? I said a lot. You want to experiment with someone jamming something down your damn throat? You want to experiment with somebody jamming something down your damn throat? Or ripping you from the hind side? Like, what are you talking about? He like, I don't know, man. I'm just frustrated. I'm mad. You think you can loan me a few dollars? I'm like, yeah, here, man. Get up out of my damn house. Get up out of my damn house. You sound crazy. He knew how to get it. He knew how to get that money out of me. He got so happy quick. He like, thanks, bro, man. What you doing tomorrow? Talking about, I got to tell you something tomorrow. Why you can't tell me today? I'm going to tell you tomorrow. Man, people crazy, man. I get tired of people, man. I get so tired of people, it ain't even funny, man. Because they always up to no good, man. It's always something. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Because for the most part, I be laid back. And it's like people know I'm laid back. So they want to tell me all their problems. Only for it to end up in needing a few dollars. You know them type of people who know they need to ask you for some money, but they just can't come out and ask you for money. So they have to volunteer a lie or gossip. Like, hey, man, you heard about Mike, right? Like, no, what happened to Mike? Man, you know, Mike got locked up. Yeah, you remember when they hit the house on 34th? Yeah, that was Mike and them cousins and them dudes. Yeah, they locked them dudes up. They was rolling too, man. Mike was on that business, man. He was having that money. Yeah. I'm talking about, I saw him, man. He was riding in all type of foreigns and stuff, man. Kept a fine chick with him all the time, jewelry everywhere. And he kept that pistol on him too, man. Mike wasn't playing no games. He was serious out here. Niggas knew what was up too, man. I ain't playing with Mike on everything. And guess what? When they got hit, they said he told on a few of them dudes. Like, for real? Mike? Nah, Mike ain't gonna tell on nobody. Mike a gangster. Like, man, look, Mike snitching, bro. On everything, Mike is snitching. I know he's snitching. Because the nigga he told on, right? I know his baby mama. She told me why her baby daddy got locked up because Mike snitched on him. I'm like, man, that's messed up, man. I ain't never think Mike could do nothing like that. Like, yeah, man, it's getting it's crazy out here now and everything, you know. You think you can loan me a few dollars? oh my gosh. I done heard it all, man. These people, man, these people are crazy. Oh my gosh. These people done borrow so much, they forget they owe you money. My gosh. That's what happens though. Don't you hate when family want to come over your house and don't want to leave? Like I got this, I ain't gonna say their name because my family be watching my channel. I ain't gonna say their name. But I got a family member can never keep a roof over his head. So he called me one day. This before I started finding out he was a deadbeat loser. See, I didn't know that at first till I let him live here a couple times. Let me tell you what happened the first time. For the first time it ever happened, I get the call from him. He know he got a place in my heart. So he called me like, hey, man. I'm like, what's going on? He like, man, I'm about to hurt somebody, man. Like, who you about to hurt, man? Calm down. Like, no, I'm for real, man. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired. What's going on? No, man, she talking about I got to get out, trying to kick me out. Like, listen, man, look, come over here. Don't worry about it. You ain't finna go to jail. Don't put your hands on that lady. Get up out of there, man. Matter of fact, I'm finna call you an Uber, man. Come right over here. All right, man, I'll be over there. I'm gonna tell you everything when I get here. Hurry up and call him an Uber. You get his bag, come over. Then he telling me the story. She accusing him of basically being a deadbeat and not doing nothing. But since I don't know that because I don't live there, he giving me the spiel that he actually worked a job. Like, man, I be going to work, giving her the money and stuff, and she spending the check, and she the one blowing the money, then the lights finna get cut off, and I've been working, giving her the check, and she ain't even paying the bill. I'm like, don't even worry about it. You good, man. You good. Don't be putting your hands on them women, man. Now he here. So a couple days go by, and I notice he just been in the house all day for like 2-3 days. See, I let the first 2 days go by because I figured that, you know, you get 2 days off of work. Maybe he just off work for 2 days. But the third day go by, he still ain't went to work. And the fourth day go by, he still ain't work. Just in the house eating, walking around in house shoes. Fifth day come, I say, bro, when you go to work? He said, work. I'm like, yeah. Like, what you talking about? Work? Like WORK, work? Like Sesame Street, work? Like the word for the day is work? You know, Sesame Street. He like, why would you say something like that? Like I said something wrong, like I disrespected him. I'm like, because you said you got into it with her because you be going to work giving her the money. She ain't been paying the bills, and that's how y'all got into it. That's how you got here. Oh, that's old. That was old. Well, what you mean that was old? That ain't why I actually left and got kicked out. I just told you that happened before. No, you told me that that's why she kicked you out the house. What do you mean that happened before? Like, no, that happened before, but that ain't why I got kicked out a few days ago. I'm just telling you what I used to do that she wasn't doing. They got the lights cut out one time. I'm like, I thought you had a job. So you ain't got no job? Like, not right now. Well, you don't want to look for one? He like, why? You need some help paying your bills or something? I'm like, no, I don't need no help paying my bills. I'm good. I just figured that. Then they dawned on me like, hold on. How long you trying to stay here? Oh, you don't want me here, son? I'm like, no, I ain't saying I don't want you here. I'm just acting like, how long you planning on staying here? he like, he like, oh, I got another place I could go though. If it's a, I got a spot for this family member. I'm like, no, you cool. I'm just asking, because usually when a person come to your house, they give you a time they're gonna be leaving. He like, oh, I could do that. You got a pencil and some paper or something? I just need a pencil and paper for to tell me how long you gonna be here for. Like I just need to think about something. That scared me. Because usually that'd be like 3-4 year plans. When people grab a notebook and paper, they write out 3-4 year plans. It'd be like that. I'm like, I said, I just need to see this. I went and go get him a notebook and paper because I needed to see what he really was gonna do. I give him the notebook. I give this man the notebook and pad, and I go sit on the couch while he's sitting across from me on the other couch. And I'm just seeing what he may be writing on his pad. So he writing on the pad for so long. I'm like, bro, you done? He's like, yeah, I'm done. I say, okay, well, what you come up with? How long you intend on staying here? He's like, oh, no, I don't need no pen and pad for that. She said that, though. I said, what you need the pen and pad for? He gonna hold up the pad talking about, I'm playing hangman with the stick and paper. No lie. I'm like, all right, man. All right, bro. I went in the other room. I called it baby mama. I said, hey, why you put him out? She like, your brother crazy. I'm like, you mean like diagnosed crazy or funny crazy? She like, diagnosed crazy. Your brother crazy. He ain't got it all. You didn't know that? I'm like, I didn't, but I'm starting to notice I was a baby. He older. He way older than me. When I came to understanding, he was already out of the house. I'm starting to see it though. She like, yeah, he be scaring me sometimes. So I don't know. I be waking up. He be standing over me. He's standing over me like Jason. I couldn't do that. I'm too old. He almost gave me a heart attack. And he do it a lot. I'm like, oh, that's it. Anything else you need to tell me? She said, yeah, and he still. Like he steal things. Like, yeah, he steal a lot. He was stealing out of here, and this is his house. I said, okay. Said, okay. Thank you, sis. This brother, people funny, right? I'm gonna get to the topics. The other thing that's funny about these situations is he was under the impression because he was living with me and wasn't paying no bills that he would compensate by cleaning up. So when I would come in, he would always be cleaning up, washing the dishes, vacuuming the floor. So he would be keeping the house clean to compensate the money. But the crazy thing about it is you the one messing up the house. You the one eating all the food to have to wash the dishes. You the one dropping the wrappings and paper to have to sweep and mop the floor. So he thinking he cleaning up, doing me a favor. Man, we was about to fight up in that house. You know, you be trying to deal with it at first, then you be letting a lot of things go, then it just be building up in you to one day you just snap out. And I snapped out one day. I got into it with my girl. And there wasn't nobody else around to blame it on. So I had to let them know how I've been feeling for a long time since she wasn't there. Anyway, welcome to Truth Uncensored, man. We're gonna talk about some of these topics today. Shouts out to everybody that's here. Nipsey Hussle, man. Nipsey Hussle, man. What is wrong with people, man? What is wrong with people in this world, man? People in this world is crazy, man. So, Nipsey Hussle, who been gone for a minute. Let me just say this. Y'all gonna find something out about me. Let me just say this. I'm a firm believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. I love him with all my heart, soul, mind, and spirit, okay? I know God is real. I know he's true. And I know that I look for the thing that's above and the thing that's in the future of my life, to not allow myself to be deceived and tricked like I did before when I was young, afraid to know the truth and didn't really want to know the truth because I wanted to be reckless in the street doing anything I wanted to do. And I had to learn the hard way. After doing 10 and a half years in prison, that's when I came to the knowledge of who God is through that. You know, some people don't get those opportunities like that, but I used it to my advantage, right? And I began to study a lot and things like that. So when people die and pass away, I ain't one of these ones to be like, I don't say rest in peace to people. I don't do that. Because in my knowledge, I understand that if you didn't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, you definitely not resting in peace. I don't care how you feel. I don't care what your opinion is. You don't make the rules. I definitely be knowing that that's not true. So I don't say that. I just say condolences to the family who's still alive, that's still here. Because when you die, your fate is sealed. However it was, you was in that state when you left, that's going to determine the outcome of what happens to you, okay? That's why I be telling people, look, tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Stop playing with y'all lives. You better make sure you get yourself right with God right now, and he'll deal with your sins. He'll work on your sins. Just make sure you get yourself right with him right now. And that's so easy to do, but a lot of people just don't do it. That's so easy to do. Like God just wants you to get to know him now. He'll deal with your sins later. Just deal with me now, you know? And so many people just don't do that. But I say that to say, in Nipsey Hussle situation, so the man was senseless killed by one of his used to be friends and guys. That's what's crazy. That's the world we live in now. Like people who you grew up with, people who you used to be cool with, they become your own enemies. Y'all become enemies of each other and killing each other. They say friends make the best enemies. And you know, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. And a lot of the killing that's going on in Chicago is because of these same reasons. You got a lot of young guys who grew up together, going to school together, used to be friends together, now killing each other. Like literally killing each other, who used to play ball together, kicking together, rap together, you know. And Nipsey Hussle died senseless. Eric Holder shot that dude, man, shot him down right in front of his store, man. Really on some hating stuff, right? So he lost his life senseless. And once again, condolences to the family and everything, and I hope they come to the knowledge of truth. But he's now making news again, man. So I don't understand why, when the man is dead, like why are people looking into his background and his paperwork to find out past cases he used to have? The man is gone. Like, why are you trying to tarnish and tear down the man's legacy when he's not here to even defend himself? When you know the internet is so messy and so many people just run with things without having to have the facts and just build and lie. So they trying to tarnish and tear down this man's legacy by basically accusing him of allegations of being a homosexual, allegations of things of being a pedophile, just a lot of hating and a lot of jealousy. Basically, trying to tarnish and tear down the man's legacy, by which when he died, he was well respected by so many people. And it's like, why do we do that to each other as a people? Like, and people, why do we do that to each other? Like, why are Black people so conditioned to just go against one another so much? Like, why do we do that all the time? Like, it's like we can't stand to see another brother with something. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people deserve to be rebuked. Some people deserve to be called out. But some things is to be left alone and should be left alone. Some things should be dealt with accordingly, you know. For the most part, the things Nipsey Hussle was doing or was trying to accomplish before he left was bring unity to both Bloods and Crips, to be an example and to the youth by basically showing them how you don't really have to be in the streets gang banging and doing things, where you can actually just use your gift and talents and focus them in the right directions, and you could be able to accomplish anything you put your mind to. So he had the marathon thing going that was basically inspiring and uplifting the youth. Even though he did a few things wrong that I wouldn't have done, what I see a lot of rappers do, that they just sometimes allow pride and vanity to be their downfall. Like certain things, even if you feel you're trying to be productive and respectful, you know, with love also comes hate. Even when you admired, it still come with haters. And I wouldn't have never really did what he did, as far as like opening his store up smack dead on that busy street like that, with all this traffic going by. A lot of like you just never know. That's the same thing that got Young Dolph killed. Like when you look into the background of Young Dolph, when they were talking about Yo Gotti brother Big Jook was supposed to have put their bag on his head, and it said that his killers was looking for him in the city, and in looking for him in the city, it said that they knew around this time he was known for returning to Memphis to do the turkey drives. So they figured eventually they would run into him. And true enough, one day they saw him in traffic, Young Dolph. And the car he was driving in was a limited edition foreign car he had that everybody knew was his. It was a unique car that no one else had but him. Camouflage, and they recognized the car immediately. See, it's things like that that I would never do. I would never do things like that if I was in a place of power and money. I will never have a car that everybody know that's me, because it's one of a kind, to the point that I'm recognized. When I understand what comes with these type of lives and living these lives, I would never have a radar on me like that where I could be spotted. I would never do things like that. And then not only that, then it said that he was on the phone talking to his mother just before he got killed, and she requested that he allegedly stop at the cookie place, Marquita's, to grab her some cookies, even though he was known to stop there at times when he would be in the city. But this specific day, she wanted him to grab him some. See, things like that, I can't, and I wouldn't do. Things like that, I can't and I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do that in the status that I'm in. I'd be like, send somebody else to go get them. Or a matter of fact, I'm who I am. I got rank and pull. I'm going to call them to deliver the cookies to you. How about that? Or since I got money, I have somebody else do it. Man, soon that man got up out of that car, man. That man wasn't in that store for a good 10, 15 seconds. And his car was bulletproof. So he was protected in his car. His car was bulletproof. He was protected in his car. That man didn't get out. Man, that man got out that car and 20 seconds later, he was dead. Just like that. Just like that. And the sad thing about a lot of these brothers is they die. They don't be having relationships with God. So they bust hell wide open. And it ain't a matter of how we feel. And that's the thing about people. They feel because you like somebody or that automatically put them in heaven because you can't fathom the idea of them not being there because you like them or they were popular. No, it don't work like that. God could care less about that. We don't make the rules. God make the rules. And the thing about God rules that they true and they good rules to live by, that if we did it, the world would be a whole entire better place for everybody. But we so used to doing wrong. We so used to the sin that we normalize it. It becomes normal to us. You know what I mean? And we always try to look for a means to put ourselves in a position to be better than somebody else, you know. So as I'm watching the Nipsey Hussle thing take place on the internet, and they trying to bring up these false allegations. I'm gonna say false allegations because they wasn't saying none of these things while he was alive. But you know, he's very articulate and outspoken enough that if these things came out about him any type of way, he would know how to shut down any other rumors and things. I just be appalled that you wait till somebody die, then you want to dig up things about them when they gone already. So what's the purpose of it? What's the purpose of it for? How is this doing any good, benefiting anybody? And how do you get yourself to the point that you even say this is something that you want to do? I just find something wrong with that. I just find something wrong with that. And it really shows a character flaw. It really shows a person's motives and intentions. Not only for, look, if you could do that to the dead, imagine what they do to the living. Imagine what they do to the living. So, you know, it's things like that that just bring me to the point. I just be like, cats just lame. Cats just lame. They have no respect for life. They have no respect for God. And it's like, it's always a level of competition where you just bucking for spots. It's always like bucking for spots. You know? That was senseless the way this man died, man. Terrible. Especially by a broke hater, jealous and mad that he doing something and making a difference, only for him to be taken out by a cat who don't make a difference. Terrible. So condolences to the family, man. Let that man live, man. Leave that man alone. Oh my gosh. Leave that man alone. Let that man live. Moving on to my next topic. Megan and Tory. Man, this is crazy, man. Have y'all been paying attention to this or what's going on? So apparently Tory Lanez was framed. He was framed. All the evidence is literally coming out, and that's terrible. The judicial system railroaded this man like this. You know, when it first happened, I thought that he actually did do that. Because my thing be, My thing be, if you innocent, why would you go to trial only to not take the stand if you know you're not guilty of what you're being accused of? Why would you sit there and allow all these narratives to be painted on you, telling your story when no one can tell your story better than you if you innocent? Because for the most part, people who guilty is the ones who don't take the stand. People who innocent takes the stand. So I'm saying to myself, like, he did that. Why this man ain't taking a stand to speak up for himself? Why they just putting all these lies on him and pointing all this finger on him, and he just sitting there thinking, looking cute, gonna actually give him the victory? No, and that ain't the case. They ended up finding him guilty and sending him to prison for like 10 years. Only to find out that all this new evidence being out on the internet proving that he didn't shoot her in the feet. In fact, there's a video. Let me show this video. There's a video of her getting out of the car and the bottle fall out. Let me play the video. Okay, I'm finna play it. So here's the video. So I'm finna play the video, y'all. Let's check out the video. So here's the video. Remember, she said that Tory shot her in the foot. Here's new video evidence that's actually coming out, where it actually shows her getting out of the car. But before she get out of the car, a bottle fall out of the car, and she literally step on this glass bottle, bust it on her feet. Let's play this.
Hold your hands up. Okay? Come on, people got to do it. Hands up, hands up.
You heard that?
Come on, people got to.
Y'all heard that? See, it's on a little screen. Hold on, let me see if it's a bigger one. Let me make sure if it's a bigger one or not. Let me make sure if it's a bigger one. They all little. Hold on, this person might.
Those are hands.
Okay, let me see. See, it's still little. It's showing the corner of the car. Anybody made this bigger? Let me see if this one bigger. Okay, let me just show y'all something. Now, if y'all see right here, this is the bottle. This Megan finna get out of the car, but this is the bottle. You see this arrow moving right here? This is the bottle. This is the bottle. Now, when she opened the car door, the bottle came out first, and it landed right here. The police is telling her to step out of the car. Now, watch this. Right there. She just stepped on it. Now that's going in slow motion. So right here, she steps on the glass bottle. Right there. And she literally busts it. Now imagine, this is a big woman. It's a big woman. And she literally steps on the bottle to the point that she actually busts it on her. Right there. Now, here's the thing. So clearly she steps on the bottle and busts her feet open. More evidence. There's a witness, a white man, who saw everything happening. Now, this witness who's a white man who saw everything happen, he have no idea that Megan is a rap star, that Tory is a rap star. He have no idea who they are. He just think they regular black people. So while the police is interviewing him on the scene of everything that happened, he literally says 2 girls was fighting. And one of the girls, bless me, and one of the girls pulled the gun and started firing. This is literally caught on tape. This is what he's saying to the police. The police then asked him, what about the little guy in the car? Did you see him with the gun, anything? The man says, no, it was a girl who shot the gun. Remember, this is a white man who don't know nothing about them. Nothing about them. He just think it's 4 black people acting a fool. So he not influenced by anybody's popularity in no type of way. Think about that. Then he was supposed to have been the witness, Tory Lanez them, during Tory Lanez trial. Tory Lanez's father said when he came to court that the DA and them took him somewhere upstairs to some type of floor, and when he came back down, when he was supposed to testify on their behalf for everything he saw that night, just like it was given by the police, he recanted his statement. First of all, how was they allowed to have a personal conversation with him without the other counsel being present? That's exactly what happened in the Young Thug, terrible. That's exactly what happened in the Young Thug trial, by which the judge and them had that private meeting with what's that one snitch dude name who popular now? What's his name? What's the Young Thug dude? What's his name? Who popular now? What's dude name? Y'all know his name. What's his name? Dang. Woody. Right. See, I knew. Woody. They took Woody into a private conference without the other counsel being there. You're supposed to have the other counsel there when you're doing that. And that's exactly what ended up happening, to the point that he ends up recanting his statement. Ain't that something? Then on top of that, they have a confession from Kelsey herself saying she shot him. That she shot the gun. Then on top of that, they have another video of Meg the Stallion in the hospital when the doctor's asking her what happened. She literally said what we just saw, I stepped on a bottle. Then she said, and a few days before this, I stepped on glass a few days before this too. So the same feet, she stepped on glass twice. But they ruled it as she got shot. And the so-called bullet fragments they pulled out of her, somehow they disappeared and gone. Like, that's crazy. And come to find out that the girl Kelsey was supposed to have been Tory Lanez's basically girl he was dealing with. So he didn't want her going to jail. So he figured that, well, I know I didn't do it, so they'll have to prove I did it. So let them think what they want. Just keep your mouth closed so you won't go to jail. All the 4 persons that was in the truck, the only person who was took for DNA to see was it on the gun with Tory Lanez. They did it to nobody else, and it's 3 other people in the car. But Tory Lanez was the only one that was sampled for DNA to see if his prints could in DNA be found on a gun. On top of a witness already saying that it was a female shooting and not Tory Lanez. So how come they didn't not fingerprint, but take the DNA of Kelsey or Meg the Stallion to see who DNA was on the gun? Why was it only Tory Lanez? So, yeah, man, they set that brother up, man. They set that brother up. And at the same time, look, man, I don't know. Kelsey would have just had to go. Kelsey would have just had to go. I'm sorry. Me and Megan would have really been having sex. She gone now. I'm just playing. I don't get that one. She'd have just had to go. But however, yeah, man, they set that brother up, man. His father, man, Tory Lanez father, crazy as hell, man. Something wrong with that man. That man ain't right. That man make the gospel look horrible. He was sitting out there. They like Tory Lanez's father is about to speak. So he finna talk on the subject. That man get out there and stand in front of the podium. He like, first of all, I would like to say to the Lord Jesus Christ, and the Bible says, and it is written, and God says, and another thing about God, and Jesus Christ and Paul, and the 12 disciples, and Moses split the sea. Pharaoh sitting on the throne. Abraham married Sarah. While Abraham is marrying Sarah, then Hagar came involved. Then she gave birth to Ishmael. Then Ishmael ran off. Then we have Jacob. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, this dude literally sitting there giving a long sermon. I'm like, oh my gosh, this cannot be true. Bro, you supposed to be speaking about your son being framed and all that. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? This dude literally talking, giving a whole, I'm talking, it was so crazy. I felt bad about being a Christian. I'm like, this dude messing up the damn gospel. He got us looking crazy out here. Like, man, if you don't, man, tell what happened to your son. So apparently they blaming Jay-Z for everything. I guess Jay-Z got it out for him because he went independent and they want to sign or something like that. So I don't know. It seemed like a lot of people feeling some type of way about Meg the Stallion. Let me ask you women this. Let me ask you women and just the women, fellas, because y'all always try to answer for women. I'm trying to answer for the women. I just want the women to answer this question. No, fellas, please. Look, Trump said he only respect 2 genders. So it ain't none of that other stuff. So, fellas, let the ladies speak. Don't give me you could be them both because you down with the rainbow. No. Just the women who have a real monthly cycle that could really give natural birth. Those women. Let me ask y'all the question, women. Women, do y'all like Meg the Stallion? Do y'all like Meg the Stallion? Let me ask y'all this question. Let me see where y'all at. Just the ladies. I just want to see where y'all at. Do y'all like Megan the Stallion? Okay, I got my first girl. Queen of Attraction says no, not anymore. Not anymore since the Tory Lanez situation. Let me see. Ooh, Lakeisha said not anymore. I lost respect for her. Hold on, man. Is this real? Oh, I don't trust the internet. Is this a real person? Wait, is this a real person? This ain't no real person. If you don't take off, is this a real person? This ain't no real person. I don't believe it. I don't believe this picture. This ain't no real picture. Is this a scratch and sniff? Is this a scratch and sniff profile? It did. That ain't no real picture. Stop it, Lakeisha. This ain't no. That look like a scratch and sniff. I can cut this out. Oh my gosh. These women is pretty. This internet gets you in trouble. Hold on. I gotta think. Am I in a relationship? I think I might go with somebody. I don't remember who I go with. It's a good thing they don't really watch. Women I go with don't watch my channel. Good thing they don't watch it. I'll really be in trouble. I think I go with somebody though. This phone ain't wrong since I've been on here. I might not go with nobody, but I might. I ain't for sure. I might go with somebody. I'm not for sure for real. Maybe this picture making me unsure. I might not want to go with nobody no more. I might not want to go with nobody. Lakeisha, I think I'm single. Hold on, wait. My girl might do watch this show. She just found out I went viral. She might watch this. Wait, do I even go with somebody? You know, that's funny. You know what's funny about relationship nowadays? People never say that they go together. I guess we just know we go together. We never really agreed. And we never really agreed. People just, you know, in this day and age, people just figured if you gave them some 3 times, we go together. People just figured, well, we did it 3 times, so technically we go together. I usually stop on the second time. They don't see me again on the 3rd. Oh, that ain't right. Is that right? Hold on. I'm supposed to be a Christian, don't I? Can I talk about this stuff? Let me stop. In case y'all don't know, I'm also a comedian. So they tell me. I just go along with it. Hell. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So don't take nothing personal. It's a comedy show. This is also a comedy show. You get everything. You get the gospel, you get raps, you get R&B, you get current events, you get comedy, and you get donations. I receive donations and I give donations. Hold on. I'm just saying. We do everything over here. What's the saying in Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens on Battle Truth stays on Battle Truth. Y'all do know this is a private channel, right? Like nobody outside of the internet seeing what's going on right now. So ladies, y'all could do whatever you want to me. Wait, I really let me check my text messages. I might be in a relationship. Let me see what my last 3 text messages is. I might be in a relationship. Let me see what they're about. Let me see. Let me see my okay. Chastity. Okay, we cool. Wait. Oh, we ended up fighting. We going at it in this. Okay, we definitely don't go together. That's a fight. Let me see. Yes. Oh, we fighting in this one too. We hold on. What is this about? Money. Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on, man. Let me make sure we go together or not. No, I don't think. No, we don't go together. Definitely don't go together. Let me see who this is. Oh, this my ex. Oh, this that ex who you keep letting come back. That's why I ain't for sure not if I'm in a relationship. Cause this that one ex who you keep letting come back. This that ex you keep letting come back. Drop.
Hey, what's good with you, man? Just tapping in.
You remember that? You remember that ex? You remember that ex you keep letting come back?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing though when that puppy love don't never die.
Yeah, that
7 months later they'll text you and you be like,
Hey, drop that ex who after y'all do it, you break up again. Then she come around, you looking good, and you go back together again. Then after you do it, you break up again. Then she come back around, you looking good, you go back together again. That ex.
yeah, we ain't a match, but we
Lakeisha now.
we ain't a match, but we a match. That's when they use us for a booty call. Females do it too, man.
Oh man, here's the thing about women. Funny, women don't like for you to ask. They just want it to naturally happen. Don't you mess everything up when you just come straight. I did that so many times. It ain't even funny. Hey, what's up? Nothing. What you doing? Kicking it. Hey, let me hit that. Boy. Like what? What
or this, or they hit you with this truth. They'll be like, I know you ain't being stingy.
They say what?
I know you ain't being stingy with that thing.
Where you from?
Like, nah, I ain't being stingy, baby. I'm
Boy,
from
where is you from?
I'm from Akron, Ohio.
What?
Yeah, Akron, Ohio.
Where you from?
Akron, Ohio, man. City
That's
of LeBron James.
That's a real
man,
place.
Where LeBron James from, man? I know LeBron personally, man. What
was it known for? What was it known? What was it known for before LeBron?
The Blimp City. You know where the Goodyear Blimp. The Blimp. You know where Goodyear Blimp come from? That's come from Akron, Ohio.
The thing in the sky that irritate everybody because it go real slow. That thing.
Exactly.
Y'all known for that?
We known for that and Goodyear tires, like everybody that ride Goodyear tires. Man,
nobody
our city
rides Goodyear tire. We ride Firestar. Nobody ride.
Look,
do y'all have anything good there?
No.
You have anything good there?
No, nothing at all, but nothing. It's nothing.
All right, brother, you got to go. you gotta go.
Hey, people love Akron though, man. It's just a big get.
Sir,
what's happening?
You in front of your wife right now?
No.
Is this picture real? Is that real?
What picture?
This picture on my screen. Not a Megan Thee Stallion, this Stallion. Is that real?
Let me see. Let me see.
Can you see this?
Nah, that can't be real. If it is real,
that's not real.
It can't
that's
be
not real.
But no, because them poses don't even go together.
Them be guys. See how they be trying to set us up? I'm blaming on you.
Don't blame it on Akron.
if it's a real picture, it's for me. If that's a man, I'm about to DM you. I'm about to DM it to you. You want this DM?
Don't DM.
you
Don't
want
DM.
this? You want you want Lamar's DM? I'm about to DM you Lamar's.
Nah, we ain't about to do that. We ain't gonna even play them games.
Oh,
That
she right though.
bullshit.
If this a real person, she right. If that's a real person, you know how we used to do, right? We used to what we used to do when we used to have to verify all women, didn't we? Because remember them transgenders
She
used to
do
call
got
up
some
here trying to
muscles.
set us up. You remember that,
She do.
Sir Drop? When them transgenders used to come up to try to set us up, you remember that?
No, ain't no trans. Nah,
You don't
nah,
remember
ain't
when
no.
they used to do it? What? You don't remember when we used, bro? You remember when me and Julie and them used to have people actually identify themselves, and then when they identify themselves, we'd give them cash apps. You forgot about that? Come on, you
Kinda, but that might be a trainee right
I
there.
bet the other supporters them didn't forget about it. They definitely know it.
But I'm saying
Matter of
reason.
fact, let me see how long people been rocking with me. All those who ever been rocking with me, do y'all remember when women had to verify? Okay, watch this. I know Troy. No, watch Troy. Watch my man.
That damn verification.
Troy, what's good?
Hey, what's happening, Truth?
You remember when we had to verify all women to make sure that they were real?
Absolutely.
And then when they be proven real, we used to give them a cash app. You remember that?
Us, the wheelchair guy. Yeah.
Yep, Julian.
Yep.
You remember that?
Yep.
Sir Drop, how you don't remember that? You've been around for how long, bro? How you don't remember that?
I missed that segue. But I know this girl right here I'm looking at got some big arms. How was they passing the test? They used to show y'all they NICKI or something? Because you can't tell with the stuff they got nowadays.
Bro, where are you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from?
Man, Akron, Ohio, man.
And what's that known for? A tire and a balloons and tires?
And LeBron James.
No, stop trying to use. He left. Even he left. Hell, even he left. How do you leave where you born and raised? Even he left.
No, he left for money, but he was raised here, and you see the type of people we raised in Akron. James Harrison.
Who
We
the
got
hell
a lot
is James Harrison? Who is that?
Used to play for the Steelers.
I know it. I was just gonna say I know a James Harrison. He stole from me. So you saying this James Harrison played for the Steelers?
I'm done, man.
That just might be him. He black? Is he black?
Yeah, he played for the Steelers, linebacker. I went to school.
Right. He didn't play for the Steelers. He was a thief. He went right to what he used to do.
Hey, Truth. I only really pull it up because
right
I'm from Ohio too, so I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean. I couldn't let you keep hating.
Where you from?
I'm from Springfield, Ohio.
Y'all be making like balloon animals and stuff. Y'all do that? Like you know
nah,
how to make
nah. Cats get shot here.
Hey, man, where you from?
You know how to make animal balloons? Get you a gold trotter.
Nah, you could go. Hey, if you go look up, if you go look up my city, the murder rate per capita is crazy.
Look, now brothers want to be recognized for murders. You finna make
but no, I don't. No, I'm just saying.
Attractive.
What's
that? Ohio?
Yeah, in Ohio.
Wait, hold on.
No, I'm not saying that, bro. I would never
Ohio
glorify
what you
that.
showing us?
Yeah, this Ohio right here, man. We be kicking it, man. You see the hotties and all that? They in the building, man. I'm about to go in the building.
I am good. Okay, I love y'all. I love you.
Hey, but I'm gonna call y'all back, man.
Oh, he ain't in the building.
I'm gonna get back up here.
What building is that? What building is that? What's that? The welfare building? What's that? What's that in front of the welfare building? I saw a few of them ladies with wicks. Anyway, I forgot. Hold on. I'm keeping this pitch up. What was I finna say? I forgot what I was finna say.
Man, we was looking at this picture and it's
Stop hating, Troy. She said she real. She put her Instagram picture up.
Oh, okay.
She said she a real woman. She put her Instagram up. She says it's real. Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it. It's real. But if it's a guy, I want to introduce you to my man Troy right here.
No, you ain't. No, absolutely not.
Troy Williams. That's his real name. Look him. If you a man, look him up.
Hey, truth. Hey, truth. I just paid my night court fee. Stop that.
And he got a job. Don't you got a good job? Don't you drive trucks or something?
I'm about to get off. No, unbiased drive truck. Look him up.
I thought you. What you do?
I don't drive no truck. Hold on, truth. You making it weird.
He ain't got a job, huh? He don't know what he do. He like my
brother. I know what I do.
Like let me find. Where you sleep, on a bed or a couch? Where you sleep? I don't know, brother. It took you a long time to say what your profession is.
Nah, Ben told you. I was on the old channel. I told you.
Okay, how long ago went the old channel?
I would say at least 4 to 5 years ago.
At least what?
I would say about 5 years ago, the old channel.
So you told me 5 years ago on the old channel where you work at?
Yes, sir.
Well, you definitely ain't got that job no more. Ain't no brothers don't work.
I definitely got that job still. Boy, I'm about to let that go.
Place. Brothers don't work 5 years at the same place. You definitely ain't.
Man, the internet, the internet in advance. I ain't doing that.
At the dope house.
Pull up.
5 years. That's about as long as you get before they come.
Nah, my 401 crazy.
Last few months.
Nah,
you on your last few months. They have to come get you. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what you think about Meg Thee Stallion them though? Setting Tory up like that. Got rid of that brother, man. You think Jay-Z sick to on him?
I'm really not sure what's going on with that, but if they set him up and let him take that fall and then he got stabbed,
yeah, they set him up. All the evidence is out there, man. They got all type of evidence proving that he was framed. They got her what she say she was shot in the foot, showing her really busting her foot on a bottle. Like it's all recorded too. They got the witness who was out there on the scene, a white man who had no idea who they was, you know what I mean? Literally saying he saw two girls fighting and one of the girls pulled the gun and got the shooting. He literally say that, you know what I mean? Got that.
But why is he the fall man? Like, what did they have on him? Or that's her girl?
That's the mystery. That's the mystery right there. Well, one of the reasons why he the fall guy for it because Meg said that he did it. It was Megan who said Tory did it. Remember, she was live that one time, and then she was like, they was going back and forth on something one day, and then she was like, she tired of people coming at her, so she just had a meltdown one time. She like, you know what? Tory shot me. Since you want to do this, since you want to say, yeah, you shot me. Tory shot me. And when she made that confession on the internet, that's when they came and arrested him.
But you know what? If this gets overturned, she going to jail.
I'm just saying.
She going to jail.
And that's another thing. They got her in the hospital, laying on the surgical bed, and the doctor's asking what happened to your foot. And she said exactly what the video was showing. She said, I stepped on the bottle. And that's exactly what it showed, bro. It literally showed her stepping on the bottle and busting her feet open. Literally.
Yeah, I saw you play it. Yeah.
Like it literally showed that. Like, come on, man.
That's wild, bro. Because are they gonna file charges on her for lying? That's perjury in court. You know how much that is?
I don't know, man. But I know that's foul. But at the same time, again, listen, man, that ain't his wife. That girl Kelsey, I can't go do 10 years for you. I'm sorry. You gotta do that time, mama. I ain't got it in me. I ain't got listen. Let me ask you this. Now let me ask you something. Would you have told or would you have went to go do the 10 years? Keep it 100.
I probably had to go ahead and do that 10 years.
You said what?
I probably had to go. I don't know if I don't know. I've
would
never
you
been
tell
in that
or would you go through the 10 years? If you finna do 10 years for something you know you didn't do, or you gonna let it be known it wasn't you, what you gonna do?
I'm not gonna tell, but I'm gonna have my lawyer figure this shit out. I know it's not me. Excuse me for cussing. I forgot.
They saying it's you though. So how you gonna have your lawyer figure out what they saying?
Man, I know there's camera footage everywhere, just like it's coming out now.
Would you everywhere?
Did they even test him from gum residue?
Yes, and they found none.
So who's his lawyer?
I don't know. But
they found none.
But you avoiding my question. Would you?
No, I'm not telling. No, I'm not telling.
You're not telling.
No.
So you finna go do 10 years for something you know you didn't do, that somebody else did, that know you didn't do it, and sitting there being quiet about it for you to do the time that they supposed to be doing, but won't say nothing about it and okay with you going, even though they know you didn't do it.
Yep, because it seems like they already had it out for him to go do it. Because why would somebody not step forward then?
Man, Kelsey got to go. Listen. It ain't snitching if I know you did it and they trying to tell me that I did it. That I don't consider that snitching. I consider that taking your own weight. If you know you did it and you know that they finna lock me up for it and you know you did it, man, you got to hold your own weight. that ain't snitching. That ain't snitching. That ain't snitching when you trying to blame me for something that you know you did that you don't have no problem with me going to prison for. No.
Right, you don't want to stand 10 toes.
That's not snitching.
I felt like maybe he paid the man. You know how you be in trouble and a lawyer slick talk you? I think that he paid the lawyer and he didn't even get what he got. Like, how do you have no gum residue in your hands and they charge you with that? Again, you're a millionaire?
What you say?
Like you're a millionaire, right?
Right.
So you should put it all on the line for your freedom, right?
Yeah, I ain't understand that need. Don't see how he was railroaded like that. That's
so how can your lawyer not have what?
But a jury found him guilty though. A jury found him guilty though. So
yeah, but I don't think his lawyer did the right. I don't.
Yeah, definitely didn't have a good lawyer at all. Especially to have all that money.
Was terrible.
He better off with a damn public defender, and he got
right.
10 years. And he got 10 years. Like, come on,
right? Man.
You got did dirty back to back. How you get all that with a paid lawyer like that? Like, bro, I know people. Listen, let me tell you something. I know people who got shot, not even in the foot, but people who actually got shot in the chest and stomach, and they done gave people 5, 4, 6 years for that. You got 10 years for shooting somebody in the foot who really didn't get shot in the foot.
And you're getting deported. You can never come back here.
Yeah, that's
because he's from Canada. You can never come back here. You're done. So his lawyer was absolute trash. What I would do if I was him is use my money to go get another lawyer to say that this trial was no.
Okay.
Then
so
get a retrial.
So eventually he finna be out though, because he got it's a lot where all the evidence just dropped, and they got that one woman who worked for the government, and she a white woman too. I be telling people that too. See, that's another thing I don't really like about brothers. They just be doing stupid stuff as brothers. Like, why when brothers get rich and make all that money, Why do they be making their uncles and their brothers and their nephews their security? Like, what? No. Why they be making them do their managers and stuff? Like,
There's people who got license for that, and people who go to school for that.
yeah, but why do brothers do that? Why when brothers get rich, make all that money, now you got your uncle and them, your manager, they ain't never managed nothing. They ain't connected with nobody in the industry. They can't even get you on a tour talking about, oh, my uncle, my manager. Your damn uncle got a 8th grade education, a 8th grade education and a half-done GED. He trying to read a 30-page contract with all type of college words, all type of college words, up all night Googling every damn word, take him damn 2 days to get past the first page.
Truth, he need a bifocal and a magnifying glass, and still can't read it.
Then you got your guys and your homies as your security. Convicted felons who don't even supposed to be around or possessing a firearm. Like, what be wrong with these dudes, man? Why they be doing stupid stuff like that? Listen, man, I'm smart. One thing I found out about a lot of niggas, they don't like big white boys. They don't like big white boys. Let me give y'all some game of how you rappers could live long in an industry that's killing y'all off like it's nothing. Start making your security big white boys. Niggas don't want them problems. They be scared to harm a white person because they be believing that the government gonna go that much harder to solve that case. See, they don't mind shooting a nigga. They think all niggas is expendable. Start surrounding yourself around them big white boys. They gonna think every white boy you see is a federal agent. They'll be like, no, he's a fact. He got the feds with him everywhere he walk. Leave him alone, right? Leave me the hell alone. All my security is white folks. Matter of fact, I need some white slaves. I need some white slaves working for me. Hell, I can't wait to tell the damn white man what to do.
And then they just gonna call more.
What to do? Finally, hell. I can't wait. Listen, internet, I can't wait till y'all make me rich. Ooh, I can't wait till y'all make me rich. I'm gonna show them how to do that there. We don't care. I'm gonna show them how we do that there. I can't wait till y'all make me rich. I'm gonna show them how to do that for real.
I used to love Young Bleed myself.
Battle Truth be with all them damn white folks. He must be Illuminati. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Illuminati. These white folks, it's like a damn fly trap. You know how a fly trap keep the flies away? These damn white folks keep them niggas away. Now, if you're a black man, we can have a conversation because there's a difference between a nigga and a black man. Make no mistake about it. Okay?
That's a fact.
There's a difference between a nigga and a black man. I hate niggas. I love black men. See, Troy's a black man. Okay, it's a brother of mine. Been around for many years. I can vouch that he's a black man. Okay. See, I can kick it with Troy. I can trust. No, I was just gonna say I could trust you around my woman, but that's not true.
Don't do that. I turned into Bobby Womack. Don't do that.
That's not true. That's not true. Like I was told you don't know how to keep your hands to yourself. So I too much damn credit. I got beside myself for a minute there. I got beside my Noel, stop playing with me so much. Noel. See, she be coming. Okay.
Hey, Truth, can I ask you something?
You can ask me whatever. This the Truth Uncensored show.
Okay. So you remember on the old channel. Now we going back to the old channel.
Yes, sir.
It was you, Chance, and Big E.
Okay.
Big E said that you was the biggest puss hound around. Is that still true?
The biggest what? What you say? What you just called me? What you say? What did he say?
I didn't want to cuss on the show.
He said you be trying to get that cookie
I
from
tried to get the
everybody.
cookie. I get the cookie.
He said you be trying to. He said you the biggest cookie hound.
No, I didn't say that. Big E said that. I just wanted to know, is it still true?
Well. Look, you know what happens in the streets when you look. If I'm the leader of the gang, at the time, I don't do this no more. But at the time, I was the leader of the gang,
right?
And I was the dope dealer that had all the dope and stuff.
Allegedly.
No, I went to prison for it already, so I could confess it. I could talk. I don't do it no more. So they can't. I went to jail for it already, so I can talk it. I can't talk it if I'm still doing it though. But I don't do it no more, so I can talk it. It's under the blood. but look, let me just say this. So you knew what came with that life. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
Know when you're a drug dealer, 9 times out of 10, you deal with women and money. That's what happens. Okay. So yes, for the most part, I had a lot of women that came with it. You get what I mean? So,
but you ain't get Dolo and nobody else a chance.
That don't even make no sense. What you mean?
The way they said you wasn't giving out no chances. True.
I don't get what that mean. I don't know what that mean. What that mean?
Everything come to you.
I was the drug dealer and the leader, so everything didn't come to me. But I had my fair share like anybody else.
I can dig it.
I was rejected before. I didn't like it. I like when I got rejected by this one lady named Charlotte. Oh my gosh, she was raw. Oh, she was cold-blooded. She rejected me and then started going with the brother who really didn't have as much as me. I was mad. Like, what? I tried to show off. I used to wear all that jewelry like Mr. T. I come around flexing with all that money. Plus, I had a nice physique too. I just knew I had her. She was one of them women who prey on men. She didn't like men. You ever met them women like that, Noel, who don't like when men talk to them? They like to go after who they want.
I don't think I met a person like that personally, but I think I've probably seen it from a distance.
But that's how she was. She didn't like the fact that I was coming on to her. So she sought out a person who wasn't paying her no attention type stuff. And she got at that brother. I was so jealous. Ooh, I was, you talking about hating. I was hating. I was hating. I was trying to bargain. Bargain.
What you do?
Huh?
What you do?
Made her an offer. It worked.
An offer she couldn't refuse.
She could have refused it, but I knew she probably wouldn't have. That was just back then, though. It come with the game. When you're in the game, you deal with a lot of cons. You got to be quick on your toes. You got to know how to move around. So I was good in negotiating. You know what I mean? I was good in negotiating. So I was like a Paul. Oh, man. Funny. So, Noel, what do you think about the Meg Thee Stallion Tory Lanez situation?
Megan is a liar. She put that man in jail, and she know that he ain't shoot her. And I like Megan, but real is real and wrong is wrong. Everybody's right. So and that lady lie is clear as day. Anybody with eyes can see.
Why did Tory didn't say nothing in his own behalf though? Why did he go to trial and didn't take the stand in his own defense?
We'll never know. Maybe because the way that Megan told the story, and see, we didn't actually get the truth. I feel like it was the police fault, whoever investigated that, for not thoroughly investigating, because you supposed to pull the body cam footage off rip, not after you already get a man convicted.
Facts.
So that don't make no type of sense to me.
On the scene. in the
Right.
witness statement on the
Right, right. So why is all that coming out now is what I don't understand. Because if
right.
that would have been out when when the case first happened, and he must have had a real sucky lawyer because ain't no way the lawyer would have asked for that stuff in the discovery.
Right. I said the same thing. Like, what type of lawyer did he have?
Yeah, that don't
Like,
make no
That's what
sense.
I was
what?
saying.
That don't make no sense. So that whole case is kind of weird to me.
And where was
I
the
can't.
bodyguard? How come the bodyguard never took the stand and made a
I
statement
don't know. Like
afterward?
I can't fully explain what that like the whole look, but it's a weird situation and they need to let that man out immediately. It shouldn't even
Did
be
they
nothing to talk
freeze
about.
his assets?
I don't know.
Oh, I ain't never heard nothing about
I
that.
ain't hear that
Why
either.
would
Because
they
why
have to
wouldn't
freeze
your
it?
lawyer
Why,
as
but
a
why? But why would they have to freeze his assets when
Right.
he didn't have
Right.
no drug case?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with money.
that's what I'm saying. So why wasn't his lawyer top notch and you're a millionaire? He
That's
just
exactly my point.
Mm.
That's why I'm
Um,
saying that whole situation is weird because ain't no reason why all that's coming out now. Y'all been could have looked at the body cam footage. Y'all been could have seen the hospital footage. Y'all been could have used all that before y'all convicted this man.
right.
and he went to trial so fast right after it happened. Like it was
Right.
maybe 6 months.
Yeah,
He
she wrong,
wouldn't even been to trial for like 2 years.
and she
A
probably thought
good
that the
lawyer
truth
would have.
was gonna never come out. Cause I'm gonna tell you what happened. What happened was he was messing with Megan, and she found out that night he was messing with that Kelsey girl too. They got into an argument and they started fighting. That's what happened.
Well, the witness definitely said that he saw the two women
That's what
fighting,
happened. That's what
and he
everybody said
said,
happened before the witness even came forward.
yeah,
You know,
and
black folks be figuring stuff out quick.
yeah. So the witness definitely said he saw the two women fighting, and he saw the other woman pull the gun and fire. He said
Mm,
that's recorded.
And he said
mm.
that Tory tried to take the gun.
Yeah, that's recorded. So
So if Tory get out, well, ain't no if. When he get out, he need to sue them. I would sue them. I would sue the DA or whoever prosecuted him because they didn't thoroughly investigate that. Ain't no reason why y'all can't tell me that y'all didn't been knew about the police body cam and all the other stuff that's being outed now.
mm, okay, moving right along. Next topic. You think Nicki Minaj enjoying herself watching her nemesis go through all this on the internet?
I don't think she really care.
Oh, she kept because it actually showed her watching what's going on, and she put the eye emojis up and everything, and
Oh,
was
she did.
yeah.
Oh,
Come
I didn't
on,
see all that.
think about this. All the thing Remy was accusing her of, come to find out, that's what she was guilty of.
What did Remy accuse her of?
Not writing her own material and stuff like that.
Oh, I
And
didn't know that.
Papoose exposed Remy.
I mean, he did say that. He
You know what I
did
mean?
say that, but he didn't show us. He
He
should have been
said he
looking up.
can't. His exact words, he said, if anybody come around me on my
Yeah,
phone,
yeah, I heard
I
him. He
could
said,
type one word up and the
yeah, to come
whole
up. Yeah, I heard him
yeah,
say that.
he broke the
Yeah,
whole thing down. He said, if y'all know iPhone, y'all know how this works. Anybody come around me, I can put one word and it's gonna fall out of everything I
yeah,
wrote.
yeah. I feel like with the world we live in, and it's always gonna be the public into celebrity business more than ever, simply because of social media. Um, when the situations like that, you got to kind of have your facts already laid out. Like when he was saying that, he should have been ready to pull that shit up in his phone. Like, oh yeah, here it go right here. I wrote this on. Bam, here it go. Like it's proof. You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely agree. To
Because
fuck on
it,
that, you
because the way
have to
stuff is
have
now,
your facts in
you can
order.
pretty much say anything, and then anybody gonna believe it.
The public is into the lives of celebrities because they find their life fascinating. There's a part of us that in
No,
some
that's
type
just
of
people
degree.
being stupid. They people like us. They go through the same stuff we go through. Through people that's not rich go through the same stuff.
Yeah, but the only difference is they actually there and have it. So
Right.
there's a fascination of us uh in some point of our lives wishing we could actually be there to some degree, by which we look into their lives and seem highly invested in them as a result of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as a
So
result of this social media craze. It's the social media craze is epic. Everything is on social media. You
right,
can literally see somebody hit their head cut off.
facts.
Like it's crazy. So seeing a celebrity divorce, which people been getting divorces since our grandmas, our great grandmas, and all that. Like it's just because of social media that everything is just so public now. And then that allows so many different opinions to come in.
Okay, okay. Now, again, this is also one of the reasons why Remy was struggling so hard to just go off into the sunset. It's like she's still trying to compete and be relevant with these girls such as Meg the Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. She has this part of her that wants to still be relevant to the point where even though she hadn't reached the level of stardom like those ladies have, she still wants to be in the mentions, even to the point of trying to create her own way that she did in battle rap that actually let this stuff break out to be a whole mess. The thing that was crazy that I found real telling about Remy was that it didn't take her long to have sex with a battle rapper. It didn't take her long at all. Like that same year she came, within a few months after she got here, she was already having sex with one of them. Like literally, she was already having sex with one. Just that simple. And I was just saying to myself, like, wow, that was quick. She couldn't wait. Like it's like she couldn't wait. But it goes right back to what Papoose said. He like the problem with you is you can't keep your legs closed. He said she can't,
Mhm.
you
Well,
know.
that, I don't know if that's accurate when you stayed married to for 15 years. You just still kept staying married to her and you know she opened her legs to anybody? That don't make sense to me.
I
What
mean,
don't
half
make
that
sense to
time
you?
she was locked
That
up.
she hold on, what don't make sense to you? That she promiscuous?
No, what don't make sense to me is what I just said is how he sitting here complaining about it now, but he wasn't complaining about it when he was actively still portraying as if there was this family and acting like everything was also good over there with their marriage. But the whole time you're trying to say she be opening her legs to everybody. I don't know, sound like he being bitter. They both being bitter and adding stuff in the story, I feel like.
Mm. I don't really see him as being bitter. I see,
Well,
I
I
see,
do. He
I
he
see,
he
I
feel
see
away
him as
because he feel
go
away
ahead.
because who she picked, who she chose to mess with. He feel away.
Do it matter who she be with?
No, but that's why I'm saying it essentially it doesn't matter. But that's why he kept saying, I just can't believe it's him. Like that was the most shocking part because he couldn't believe who it was. So
Yeah,
he
because
feels away about that.
let's just be honest though. That go for anybody. That go for a woman or a man. When you find out the person you dealing with messing around with somebody else, you want to compare yourself to that person to see what was it that you saw in this person to do that. And you like women, like when women see who you mess around with and they find they be like, ugh. Like they'll be like, nigga, you trifling. Like,
I
or
agree with you,
you
and
know what
that's
I'm
why
saying?
I agree. But that's why I said so. With that statement, that is why he feels a way. He feel like whether he feel tried, whether he feel away. He feel away that it was him that he picked. So that's why I say that's where the bitterness is coming from. He's being bitter and she's being bitter. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like it's either be some truth to both their sides of the story, but I also feel like they're both adding in stuff because of the way they feel. They feel bitter toward each other because they've been married for this whole long time, and then everything is dissolving in the public.
Um,
I, I feel like Papoose made out way better than she did. Are you Carissa Shields or Easy the Block Captain? He won.
Well, I wasn't comparing them in that sense. I was just saying that he felt he feels away, and that's why he and I feel like that's why he be be saying some of the stuff that he's saying because he's bitter. Like they were saying the other night, Truth, and it was like, well, what man's gonna just come up and lie and say he saw her in the bed with another woman with their kid right there? Okay, yeah, what man? I understand his thought process, but at the same time, it's plausible. Somebody can make that up. It's not like it's impossible. So with that being said, it's like to me when you add stuff like that and you put it out to the public when it's already being known that she supposedly left you for a battle rapper, however they trying to say it, that's like you trying to put more dirt on her character. So you being bitter to me. Do that make sense to y'all?
I can see
Yeah.
how you saying they both being bitter because they are. Because if you're
Yeah,
not, then why would you be online talking about each other?
exactly. So they both
So
like
I can
that's
see how you say that. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Like I said last night, because Truth was like, "What do you think that Papoose should have?" The question was, "What do y'all think Papoose should have did different?" And I was just like, both of them should have just stayed off the media. They should just kept it out of the public because that opens a whole nother window of stuff to come in, people's opinions and everything else. It just makes it more than what it needs to be if you keep it private.
It really did.
I don't think he should. I think in the beginning that would be true, but I think he did the right thing when she said something, when he actually spoke in his defense. I believe that was right there a good thing for him to do. And if I'm him, I keep on doing it, just keeping it real. Because one thing I'm finding out is strategically working, especially in a time of a divorce, that she can't hold weight. She tell everything. She started really getting personal. So she got really into her emotions. She like, ew, I don't even like your cologne. Your cologne stinks. Ew.
Yeah, I heard her say
She's
that.
spoken like disgust. But then I go right back to
Yes,
what
he
you
did
said.
too.
Hold on, but it goes right back into what you say, right? There
Mhm,
was a bitterness also in Papoose. The Papoose made a statement, right? He
mhm,
basically was saying how like Easy don't really know how to rap, and that's not true at all. You get what I
mhm.
mean? Like,
Yeah, I heard him.
yeah,
Yeah.
like regardless to how we may feel about Easy, but that man can rap. I ain't gonna even hold you. Easy can rap. Doing dog be talking, dog be now. I wish he was the man of the raps because the man that rap,
Bruh, he go crazy.
he go crazy. But him as a person, he not the man in the raps. He not the man in the raps at all.
But
Keisha, get
true,
your butt up here, girl.
truth. Remember when you did that whole week about
Oh,
why he ain't showing his face?
You say what?
Remember you did that whole week why Easy ain't showing his face.
Right. That wasn't a week. That was actually a
he
month.
probably did that junk on purpose. I mean,
That was a month.
easy do stuff for a reason, as everybody knows.
No, he was damaged. He couldn't show his face. And then when he did show his face, it was covered in makeup. He definitely was damaged.
No, I ain't see that. But the Lakeisha Cole, she said, "Is it them being bitter or hurt by the loss of a marriage and family?" I see that they're both hurting. I agree with that comment. I didn't want to let that comment go by. I agree, but that's a part of being bitter because that's what it is. You're hurt. You're hurt. So I definitely agree with that situation.
Man, she brought this shit up on herself. Excuse me.
Who?
Remy brought this upon herself.
Yeah.
Or I mean, behind the scenes, we don't know how their marriage
That's
was
what.
going.
I
But
found
the way it
That's
looks,
all I keep reverting back to is we only know what they put out. For all
right?
you know,
That's what I'm saying. Behind
this whole
closed
thing could be
doors,
a
we don't
hoax.
know.
They could come out next month saying, "Oh, we were playing. We did this for publicity." Like you don't never know what's real when it comes to these celebrities.
true.
That's just
I don't
being
trust
real.
I mean,
I don't
that's a
trust
true statement.
Hollywood. I don't trust Hollywood at all. Nothing about Hollywood. I
Exactly,
trust
because
that
Hollywood
nothing,
ain't nothing but a stage.
man. I don't put nothing past nothing they do.
It's a big
Nothing
stage.
shock me about them at all. And anything possible dealing with them people. That's
Yeah,
definitely a fact.
Yeah.
Anything possible dealing with them. I
Puff, they live in a whole different world. Like the way you see the way the Puff shit, the Puff stuff coming out, they just live in a whole different world than
But
regular fuck.
Puff is Puff
Weird.
is Puff is grass. That ASS is grass. He go to jail.
uh,
He should be.
we gonna talk about that because I don't know if you're aware of a statement that was made, but we gonna talk about that. Um, Another thing that's just crazy when you look at what's going on and taking place, right? So the reason why the Papoose and Remy Ma topic is so hot and it's dominating is because it was so much said in Papoose response. It was so much said. Like he did like an hour and 30 minutes of something. Then he went from there and did another like 40 minutes. But it was so packed with so much information that it actually literally unmasked it unmasked Remy. Like it really unmasked her. You know what I mean? To the point that this image she was putting on, even though we all knew anyway, like, but he just literally peeled it off piece by piece, layer for layer, to the point she couldn't even have a response to it. Like she really couldn't have a response to it. Like when you listen to her talk, she's not even really accusing him of anything. Like when you listen to her talk, like, and even when she bring up something, it has no merit to it to the point where you just know that she gaslighting. You know that she's trying to make something that's not there just because she in a bad light. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like
You
you
sound like
just,
you just don't like Remy.
huh?
You sound like you just don't like Remy.
I'm just all for the truth. I can care less about her. I can care less
Well,
about
right. Well, that whole statement you just said was your opinion.
everything is opinionated to some degree. But what I'm
Well,
saying,
yeah.
what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, she had this image. Oh man, wait till you see part. What I'm on part 3. I'm on part 3. Wait,
Mm,
Yeah,
wait till
you
you
on
see
part two.
part
I
3
seen part
tomorrow.
two.
I found out something that's gonna blow y'all mind and have y'all thinking. Y'all gonna be like, what? I ain't never. Wait till you see the receipts on this. This I guarantee you. Watch the comments tomorrow inside me breaking down chapter 3. Watch what you see this. Like,
not chapter 3.
well, episode 3.
No, I'm just saying it was funny. You can call it chapters.
Episode 3. And see, my thing is I like the truth. I don't that's why, okay, perfect example. You see what I put out today, the blog, I said Easy didn't do nothing that no average nigga would have done. Okay? He didn't do nothing different. Unless people just lying to themselves. You a man in poverty. I'm actually finna do a roasting session on it, so I got to be careful what I want to do because I don't want to take away none of my jokes. But you a man in poverty. The girls you dealing with is so all the time. You don't really have much, and now you propositioned by a woman who could possibly be a millionaire, who's an upgrade based upon the women that you known for dealing with, who also giving you a bag. What man really denying that? Like, come on,
None. These men don't deny a woman walking down the street with nothing.
with nothing, right? Right. Brothers be trying to have relationships with crackheads and heroin addicts, and
Yeah.
they don't even be on drugs.
Right.
You know what I mean? they,
Hey,
they don't even be on drugs.
In the quick
hey,
phone.
truth. Hold on. It was trending on TikTok, right? So somebody went and looked up Easy's net worth. It was $10,000.
That's not true. Y'all really believe that?
No, I don't
I'm
believe
not
that.
sure.
Do that even sound realistic?
I don't
At
know if
some
it's
point, we got to
realistic.
use our common
To
sense.
some degree, it could sound realistic if he was still on the URL, but since he's not on
ten
the
thousand
URL,
dollars, bro, a year? No.
he wasn't getting that on the URL. He had to
Oh, I'm
sit there.
sure
Matter
he's
of fact,
making more than
he had to
10,000,
take
but on
he had to
record,
He had a 6-year contract deal with no money guarantees.
Facts.
So
But if y'all think he was battling for no money, y'all crazy.
he was battling for no money.
Okay.
I think he's only breaking even in the battle league he owned.
If you know about battle rap and you've been here for a while, that was a big topic that a lot of the battle rappers were coming out saying that they had to pay their own way to the venues. And this is up under the URL. And this is why Norbs and P, remember, Norbs is the one brought Easy the Block Captain in. And then when Norbs was going through what he was going through, then P, the one, started working with him. But Norbs and P was in competition with the with each other, and why they had so much friction against each other, because that's how they got their money. Smack them, for the most part, only dealt with the top tiers, who actually was main eventing and headlining. How Norbs and P would make their money, they would deal with the PGs, and they'll be making the PGs have to pay them to rap on a URL stage and give them money type stuff. You get what I mean? So, and Easy was one of them dudes. He was one of them dudes.
Let's get this clear. P was never Norbs. Norbs found mad talent. I don't know who P found.
Yeah,
what's the names that are associated with Norbs?
A lot. Twerk, Easy, Bridge, Rothstein, like a lot of people like that. Names like that. T-Top.
Twerk.
Yeah, he got names like that up under him. A whole lot.
He did not. What did P do?
What you mean?
Like, who did P discover and who did he find?
No, he was confronted on that before. He tried to take credit. He tried to take credit for Surf before, only to get exposed that was
Surf.
Not Surf, Twerk.
Oh, okay.
Only for that to be exposed that was not the truth.
Yeah, everybody know that Norbs found Twerk. I didn't mean to get off topic, but that just...
You always get off topic.
P, come on, man. That getting rid of Norbs was the worst thing the URL ever did.
Yeah, it cost them millions. And not only did it cost them millions, as a result of them actually getting rid of him, is one of the reasons why you don't have this new wave of battle rap MCs becoming like the next best star.
Mm-hmm. Can't find any talent. They don't know how to
spot. He definitely was a good recruit. He definitely was a good recruit on that. Okay, definitely was. But going back to the whole situation, one of the reasons why the internet, the Papoose and Remy Ma is dominating social media is because so much was released, so much was said. Look, the Bible say, I like the scripture when the Bible say, one man speak. It'd be like one man speak. Basically, it sounds good until the next man speak on the same topic pertaining to the question. Matter of fact, I said it wrong. Let me make sure I say this right. I know it's in the book of Proverbs. Let me make sure I just got it right, what I'm trying to say. The book of Proverbs, the Bible say one man conversation seems to be true to the next man speak. Proverbs 18:17. This is what it says. It says, the first to speak in court sound right until the cross-examination begins. The English Standard Version say, the one who states his case first seems right until the other comes and examine him. See that? He that is first in his own cause seems just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. So it's things like that. See, text scriptures like that, fire. That when one person tell the story like Remy was, try to make herself look good, try to put herself in that light, okay, cool. But then when Papoose spoke, it shut down everything she said. Like literally everything. She had no power, no weight. And what happens, like I said, and one of the reasons why it's dominating social media so much is not because of all the information that was released also, which is true, but it's just the betrayal. The whole thing is the betrayal. It's the betrayal that people is against. The over and over again backstabbing and betrayal. Many people are against that. The disloyalty, women looking down on that, they very shame of that situation alone. Because for the most part, y'all women understand how it feels to have a good, real stand-up guy in your corner. So that says a lot.
She gonna miss it.
She gonna who?
She gonna miss it.
As
She
far as
gonna miss. As far as Papoose in her corner, she gonna miss it.
man, I can't wait till y'all see episode 2, man. I mean episode 3 tomorrow. Wait till you see episode 3 tomorrow. Man, episode 3. I can't wait till y'all see this, man. Wait till y'all find this out.
You got paperwork, Truth? What you got going on? Drop
Oh,
that.
I keep receipts. I keep receipts. Let's go right here to this next topic. Diddy trial continue to go on. I don't know if y'all aware of this, but Donald Trump dropped the bombshell. Donald Trump let it be known is if P. Diddy is found guilty, he gonna pardon him.
He in them tapes.
He's going to pardon him. Noah Lowski. What is wrong with your mic?
Yo.
What's going on with you, brother? Okay, I was just gonna kick him down to I can't wrestle with this microphone tonight. Not tonight. So yeah. So Donald Trump said that if Diddy is found guilty, he's going to pardon him and give him a pardon. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that?
I think he on them tapes.
One guy said Donald Trump is not going to pardon Puff. Cut it out. He just pardoned Larry Hoover. What are you talking about? And Larry Hoover had 6 life federal sentences. And he pardoned him for all those. What are you talking about?
From what we know, Truth, when he say he gonna do something, he usually do it.
Yeah, facts. You know another reason why he said that? Because the same judicial system that's trying Puffy right now, it's the same one that actually was trying to get him locked up when he was fighting his case. And according to Donald Trump, he said Puffy is not being treated fairly. Probably because they denied him a bond when he wanted to put up $50 million for his freedom. They denied it.
That's not fair.
Other things that may have been going on too. So Donald Trump said Puffy is not being treated fair. And he really personally got something against the judicial system that's now trying to find Puff guilty because it was the same one that came after him, by which he had fighting all them indictments. What you think of that, though? What you think of that?
On some level, I can, it's real because he's, in a way, you could say he's not getting a fair trial, or you could say he is.
Right. Access Media said, nah, truth. Trump said if he wrongfully convicted, he gonna pardon him. Well, if you read between the lines, he already saying he being wrongfully convicted, because he already said he not being treated fairly right now. So that's the purpose of why people know that that's a possibility of being true. He already acknowledged that they're not treating him fair right now.
Mm.
You get what I mean? Now, let me ask this question. From what y'all been watching, do y'all believe Puffy been being treated fairly? Do y'all think he should have got a bond? No.
He
Well,
definitely should have got a bond.
do you believe he should have got a bond?
Yeah, he should have got a bond.
I don't believe it though. Why you believe he should have got a bond?
Even unbiased got a bond.
Yeah, but why you
If
think
you
he
got,
should have got a bond though?
because what he was willing to put up, what his charges was, and being that he's never really been in trouble before, they do that on a scale. He should have got a bond. You're telling me that guy from Abercrombie and Finch that did all that stuff, he got a bond? He was hitting little boys by the thousands, and he got a bond, and they're not even talking about it. Diddy should have got a bond. I mean, it's just as a U.S. citizen, you're allowed to get a bond.
Okay, I get that. But do you see all the things that being said about Puff of how he controlled things and blew up Kid Cudi's car and basically was telling people they could be gone and things like that? You don't
Yeah,
think that's probable cause enough to hold him without a bond as a result of seeing how effective he can be free?
I don't know. I mean, they have real evidence on them dudes of having doing whatever with little boys, and they gave him a bond. They gave Epstein a bond.
Okay, I'm just asking the question. Suave, what's going on?
Truth, what's going on with it, man?
Now how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling real good, especially after last night, Battle
Okay,
of the Sexes
what
at the
happened
end of the
last
night.
night?
Nah, when we were talking about the Papoose and Remy Ma thing,
Yeah.
gotta do the Battle of the Sexes, man. That was real fun last night.
Oh, we gonna do that. We just got to get some confident women who not afraid to come up to have the conversations. Matter of fact, let me present it to some of the women because I know Noel game for it. Let me ask some of you women in the comments. We want to start a series called The Battle of the Sexes, where we're going to arrange it and make it very entertaining for the people to be involved with also. It's only 10 people allowed on spaces, not spaces, on this stream we own. So we're going to have five guys to four, 5 to 4 guys. Okay, let's go 3. Let's go 3. Let's go 3 to 4 or 5, depending on how many people we can get. Either 3 to 4 guys or 3 to 4 women, where we can have this conversation. So you women that's in the comments, if y'all want to be a part of this new thing we gonna be doing, you don't have to show your face neither if you don't want to. You see how Noelle up here, and yeah, she got the screen thing up here along with Suave and Troy. You see how you have the option. You can either show your face or you can click this and your profile just show. So we're gonna need a couple volunteers so we can make this right. We know the fellas on deck. We need to know if some of you women gonna be on deck to hold these conversations on this new episode we want to do called Battle of the Sexes. Where y'all at, ladies? It's a lot of y'all ladies in the comments. It's a lot of y'all ladies watching. Don't run off. Do any one of y'all want to be a part of the panel when we discuss the Battle of the Sexes? So Queen of Attraction says yes, she'll do it. That's my girl. Mm. Okay. See, that's what I was saying. Some of the women be scared.
Nah, ain't nothing. Nah, last night, boy, they was barking. Miss Jess was barking. They was barking last night. That was fun though, cause it's a healthy debate. You know, it
I
gets the
could get
thing.
Miss Jess. Miss Jess definitely could do it and be down with it too. Also,
Nah, it was fun. Though. I said, man, it's different, but you get to see everybody's perspective, and it's like ain't nobody really wrong. It's just a conversation. Nah, true. So you were saying is Diddy guilty? I don't think.
I didn't say if he guilty, but do you believe he guilty?
I don't.
Why?
I'm not listening. I'm not a Diddy fan. We know Diddy known for a lot of crazy stuff. We know that. It ain't nothing new. Always, but how I look at it, once Diddy, Cassie got to see the bad side of Diddy. Cassie got the bad version of Diddy. Diddy was changing his life. Diddy get with girl from the city girl, Creisha, whatever her name is. He doing great. He gave people back what was that published? He gave all their stuff back. And to me, I feel like Cassie just got real scorn. Like, what the? Like, wait a minute. Everything he promised me, he doing for her. Then all of a sudden, this stuff start coming out. My thing is, man, Hugh Hefner did them freak offs. Bro, it's this been going on for years. This ain't nothing new. But it
So
just
you
seems
don't
like
think he guilty of any other 5 charges he charged with? You don't think he guilty of racketeering, 2 counts of sexual trafficking,
I think
and
I
two
don't,
counts of transporting?
I think it's just a lot of money involved. And when it's a lot of money involved, they can throw anything out there. 'Cause, that's lawyer, that's that law talk. They can throw anything in there, and they can make it seem like this person a monster. Diddy ain't nothing compared to them bigger monsters. There's bigger monsters than him, and it
So why
just
don't you believe it's true though? Because you're saying everybody else, just because everybody else do it, don't
I,
mean
I,
that.
I how can I put it? Like
Yeah,
I
put
said,
it,
this
put it.
been going. Like I said, this been going on. Everybody was at those parties. For majority of what we know, a lot of people was at those parties.
But the
Then
difference is he the one hosting them though.
yeah, like what I'm saying, he hosting the party. So this been going on for years. From hell, we seen some with LeBron James. It ain't nothing like a Diddy party. All these people
Yeah,
been
but
at
if
these
he
parties.
hosting the party, then he's responsible for the drugs, the sex. You know what I mean?
Guess what? That's a new. That's another. That's the vibration, that frequency. That's a whole nother frequency that ain't us. That's some demons and all that. That's more spiritual. Does that make sense?
Oh, say that one more time.
I said that's more. See them type of that type of frequency. That's more spiritual, like in a bad way. Do that make sense? When I'm trying to say like that Hollywood lifestyle, that's more demonic, you know. But how can I put it, man? I'm trying to get it to where how I'm trying to put it. I just look at it as they've been doing this kind of like the Epstein stuff. Man, this stuff been going on. Something happened where it got leaked out. Somebody got to take the blame. Okay, Diddy gonna take the blame. But if Diddy is found guilty, guess what? It's going on somewhere else.
Okay, I get you.
Like,
Um,
I'm not saying he ain't. I'm not saying to us, yeah, it's wrong. But I also feel like Cassie. I feel like she's scorned because at the end of the day, when she left and went to her husband, the text messages, she still entertained. She was in the bed with Daddy texting her husband. And she was still
right,
saying, I can't wait to do another freak off.
right.
At some point, that's by choice.
Okay,
But at the end of the day, you can't outrun your past. So
okay. So you don't think he guilty in no type of way?
and they enable it. That's why I say he's not guilty, because it's an enabled lifestyle. Because if you're gonna charge him, then you gotta charge everybody else that do it. And they not gonna do that. That's why I say that. But if they was charging how it's supposed to be, of course he's guilty. But again, he ain't the only person that's doing that. Man, that's going on all around. You know what I'm saying? What they got going. Something then, like I said, something happened, and all of a sudden, well, Diddy got to take the fall. Now all his friends, the same people that was at the parties, now they didn't disappear. But they was just at the parties though.
Yeah. The difference with most black people and most white people how they do things is that most white people are more discreet than brothers, man. Brothers want to sound the trumpet when they doing stuff wrong, man. They won't they 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 don't even be having no filter. Like it's like those white folks who do the same thing Puffy doing. They more of like private. You don't see them promoting and all on Instagram talking about it and using the internet to give it light like Puffy was doing. You know what I mean? Because of arrogance and pride. You know what I mean? And again, when you wrong, you wrong. You caught, you caught. You look, it is what it is. But most white folks who do the same thing Puffy and them be doing, they be more private. Brothers and them always got the sound of trumpets. They always got to stand out. And they always got to be highlighted. So it'd be things like that.
And from what the testimony read, he was choosing the wrong people. Like he had Jennifer Lawrence in there. She just got up on the stand yesterday. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know who that is, but
That's the girl from
she's
Hunger Games.
yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. She
That's
was just
crazy.
on the stand yesterday,
That's
and
crazy.
she was talking about how he led her down a hallway. She seen a damn dungeon and all kinds of stuff, and he couldn't really do nothing because her people knew she was there, so he had to let her go. But he writing notes to her. She go to her dressing room in the Hunger Games, and he got a note in there. Somebody done broke in and bro, he wild.
But that's what I meant by when I said it's more demonic. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another frequency. Like that's on some. They tapped in on a whole nother level. Like that's not even. That's crazy.
Yeah, but he made a lot of mistakes. If he was gonna do it like that, he made a lot of mistakes.
He got a lot of blood on his hand. He responsible
Yeah.
for the lives of a lot of people. Like when they had that thing where all them people got killed at that concert doing that trample thing. How many people was that? Like 9?
I truly believe he had something to do with Tupac and Biggie death. I'ma always believe that.
Well, they did something real stupid that shouldn't have never been done pertaining to Biggie death. Like Biggie was already being threatened by the West Coast. Now this is in the middle of an East Coast West Coast rivalry, right? It's a
And Pac had just died.
It's a real rivalry. So you got the face of the East Coast rivalry, Biggie, at that time, and the face of the West Coast is Pac. Biggie and Pac's nemesis during this East Coast West Coast rivalry. There was no way 6 months, 6 to 5 more months, like Troy was just saying, after Pac died, who actually been holding the West down, who everybody crazy about. Now you let Biggie walk on California streets and grounds in the middle of an East Coast West Coast war. No, Biggie should have been smarter than that.
In
Soon
truth,
Puff pitched
remember
that
on his
idea
album?
to say, hold on. Soon Puff pitched that idea to say, we going to Cali. I'd be like, no, we not. I'm not going to no Cali. Bro, on that Tupac album, they had a whole song taunting Biggie, telling him he better not come to California. That we ain't hard to find. That song.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And when he got all them West Coast rappers on that song with him, and he basically telling them like, he said, and if you don't like this rhyme, then bring your big to California because we ain't hard to find. Then he got all them people from California in the song. So,
hey, but truth, remember on Big's album, listen. Remember on Big's album, Puff called Big. I think it's on the Life After Death album. Puff called Big. He say, we going to LAX, baby. Yeah, we got to do LA. And Big like, what? Okay.
But
remember,
and then they go out there.
Trap.
It's the LL Cool J shit he bit off.
But now, but
Going
remember,
back to Cali.
he
Going
pushed
back.
That's
To,
that,
death
like,
trap.
like you you promote the
Puff set
song.
him up.
Oh, man.
Bro, that's a
But
death trap, bro. You already you in the middle of an East Coast, West Coast rivalry. You the face of the East Coast. So the enemy come to the West Coast. It's sort of like how in this day age what we got now, where they doing drill music and the
yeah,
op want to come in your neighborhood and shoot a video, or the op want to come in your neighborhood and stand next to a mural picture of one of the homies that got killed during the war y'all both still in. That's
I
what that
know.
was equivalent to when Pac and Puff, not Pac and Puff, when Puff and Big went to California after he's supposed to be the most hated person that California looking out of. That was just stupid. That was stupid. He could have never got me to do that. There was
but
no reason for him to
let's look
even go.
deeper into
Let
that
me
though.
say this, and let me get to you though, Troy, y'all. There was even no reason for him to even go to California.
Don't
He's
know
from New York.
reason.
New York is the mecca of hip hop. There's nothing in California that's not there in New York. If not even better in New York, you could go platinum in New York alone. That's how big the hip hop culture is in New York. And Big was literally the king of New York and the face of New York. And most of the MCs in New York didn't even mind that because he was holding it down. But go ahead.
Can I go?
Yep.
Let's look deeper into it though. Okay, like let's say you're a famous artist, right? When you die, your art is worth way more, right? So what's Big's publishing worth if Puff get rid of him? Just think, because when back then it was the internet, but not really. We're talking 97, 96. You get rid of him and he never gave his publishing back to his mama and them until it was all done and over with. He's a bad dude.
But Biggie had a warning though when E40 and them allegedly, E40, E40
No,
spoke
that's a
on
true
him.
story.
Yeah, but when E40 them setting him up for that concert, he should have he shouldn't have went back. That's one
I,
of those how I look at it where it's like,
I'm
man,
just saying Puff made a money move when he got Big killed. Why would you take him out there? And why aren't you getting hit? And why aren't you in the same like
but we can say the same thing about Suge Knight and Tupac though.
Suge got hit?
He got hit, but that's one of them. It's weird. That's one of them weird stuff. That's a weird one. That's a weird one, man. That's always gonna be a weird.
I'm just saying dude need to be locked up. But he should have got a bail.
You don't see that though, bro. Like you the most hated person on the West Coast to come for the West Coast. It's like Puffy handed Big on the platter for them, bro.
On a platter.
There is no way you make a move like that.
Man, do you
Bro, if you would have heard his reaction on Life After Death, he said, "Oh, LAX. We going to Cali?" He said, "Yeah, Cali, baby. We got to go there."
True? Do you remember when it was like maybe a few years ago when Funk Master Flex did all that crime? Talking about Tupac lied on Big.
Oh yeah.
Man. Golly, bro. He was crying. He was doing all this. Maybe if it wasn't for Pac lying, Biggie still be alive. I said, bro, cut it out, bro. This dude here doing the most. I couldn't stand Funk Master Flex when he was doing all this.
He said if it wasn't for Pac, Big would still be alive.
He was saying like Pac lied on Biggie when that shooting happened at the
That's Quad Six. That's
yeah.
Quad Studios.
And he was like basically, he was saying, man, Biggie and them had me set up. Regardless, I don't really know that, that story. Because at the end of the day, if you the man in New York and your ears to the street, Biggie should have known something. Because if my thing is, even let's say if Biggie did have nothing to set up, why would you drop that song, Who Shot You? Come on, man. You might not
But
Man,
give
they
a
I,
fuck
saying that
about
came out
Tupac.
way before that, though.
Nah, that who shot you? They played the who shot you when Pac after Pac got hit. He was locked up,
Yeah, they said they made that way before though.
but the
Man, Pac
That's
timing
what
was
they
bad.
saying. I don't know.
um that Biggie shit and all that.
Try not to cuss, bro.
Oh, that theory. Pac got killed because he went against a real live gang member, and he thought it was sweet, and he got knocked.
Who?
Pac. I don't believe that
Nah, that's
that theory.
politics, bro.
Pac tried to go against a real live gang member.
Right. What city you from? What city you from?
Oh, I'm from Cleveland.
You from Ohio too?
Yeah.
Okay,
Nah.
go ahead.
Pac was a Black Panther. His family was a Black
Yeah,
Panther. The
yeah,
stuff
and
Pac was talking
Pac
about,
not from West Coast neither. He's from Harlem, New York. I
I
don't do
know
that.
that. And that's crazy that New York don't even recognize him.
He
They don't
not
even
from the
recognize.
West Coast.
New York do recognize Pac.
No, they
Yeah,
don't. They do
Tupac.
not
they
put
do.
they do.
New
Uh,
New
York
York
definitely
do not
Tupac.
recognized
recognize.
Pac, bro.
No, they don't.
Suave, where you from, brother?
He
I'm
had a
from
whole
Texas.
mural.
Listen. True. I'm from Texas. If you ever watch the movie called Top Five, they
I
don't even
saw
put.
that.
They
I
don't
saw
not
that
put Pac in the top
with
five.
Chris
They
Rock. That was
don't.
terrible.
That
I
was.
saw Chris Rock do that. That was
They
terrible.
do not. They put everybody but
Chris
Pac. That's
Rock.
why it's crazy. He's like he's from the East
Yeah,
Coast.
that was crazy. That
They
movie
do not
terrible.
Crazy.
recognize. They hate Tupac because they think he the reason. Biggie is the reason Biggie's dead. That was a real argument,
Right, right.
you know. But
Facts.
we know he's from the East Coast. He moved to the West, adopted him, and he acted on it. But at the same time, he was a Black Panther.
He
At
was
the
a Black
same time,
Panther and a ballerina dancer.
You think he was
hey,
a fraud? Y'all think he was a
Yeah,
fraud?
he was a
hell
ballerina
no,
dancer and a poet.
hell no.
Okay, hold
I
on. Okay, hold
couldn't
on.
be.
I want to hear this conversation between Suave and Johnny because Johnny says yes, Suave says no. So on you first, Johnny, and then Suave, you could rebuttal after he done. I just want to hear
Okay.
back and
All right.
forth. Go ahead, Johnny. Why you think Pac was a fraud?
Because Pop was a ballerina dancer and a poet. He got in the industry because of the poor shit and things like that. My fault for cussing and all that. But he ain't from West Coast neither. He's from Harlem, New York. He never was a real game banger. He got with Suge Knight and they affiliated him with that. He didn't know the rules and the regulations of being a gang member. He did that to that nephew of Keefy D. He punched him, beat him up, but he came back not knowing the politics of being a gang member. And he showed him, hey, you don't know what you doing. You just going off this rap stuff, but this ain't rap. So that was my argument. This ain't rap.
Okay, Suave. Why you think Pac was real?
Well, one thing, whether he did ballet, it's football players that do ballet, wide receivers to make them better when they foot be on the line. Regardless of what he want to do ballet, they do one of the greatest actors ever. In his prime, one of the greatest actors ever. He grew up as a Black Panther. That's that's a gang. That's not a gang. That's a movement, a dangerous movement to the white man. Then on top of that,
Mm.
then on top of that, he is a poet, and you heard it in his. It made his music even stronger. You get songs like "Dear Mama," "Brenda Got a Baby," "Keep Your Head Up." That song that still resonate in today's time. Pop warned us about everything that's going on today. Wasn't no shaking the job. It was real. So with that being said, when Pac got to the West Coast and got adopted, you don't hear Pac banging blood or crip or nothing like that. Even though he's affiliated with the blood, everybody gonna be affiliated with somebody. Pac died on some politics stuff because Pac music started reaching white people. He was making people think. One thing about the industry, they don't want you to think. They want you to do songs like Sexy Red, Hoochie Coochie, and all that. Pac said it back in the day. If you rocking with me, you're gonna feel this real music. If not, you're gonna be shaking and dancing to all that other stuff. Pac still, for some why, still to this day, after his death, damn near 20-some years, he's still the greatest rapper ever to live. He is the GOAT for a reason. You can listen to pop music now and go, man, I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. A white man's world. Man, it's deeper than deep. That dude put out so much stuff at the age of 25. Then on top of that, he seen somebody getting jumped and stood up for him, even though he didn't know they was they
No.
was cops, off-duty cops. He still shot at them because he loved his people. He's trying to protect it. He shot at them. Then later on, you found that hey, there was two unarmed cops. I mean, there was two off-duty cops, but he still shot at him because he loved his people. He was trying to protect his people. Man, you don't find so many people like that. The closest thing to Pac is DMX. That's the closest, and that's my thing is at the end of the day, Pac is legendary. That dude down there was a prophet. For a lot of people still think he alive somewhere in Cuba. I think he dead, but at the same time, I can't sit here and argue with somebody because he dropped an album called Machiavelli.
So let me ask you this: do you believe? I'm gonna play something. Tell me if this suspect or not.
Gangster rap was intentionally encouraged, and then they found some people that were just straight up actors to play this role of a gangster, and one of those people is obviously Tupac. So let's just watch this footage. You may forget this. Tupac was an actor, and I'm pretty sure he was not a heterosexual actor either on the basis of this clip. Take a listen.
Most like my mom because I'm arrogant, totally arrogant. I agree. I have to say it. Like at work, I can't hold a job. I just quit my job today, actually, because I wanted to come and do this. And they wouldn't let me. And I felt like it was important, and it was more important than serving pizza. And we had enough people. So I felt like since I'm an actor, they should understand. They should have let me do it. But they didn't. And then I had a cold. So they were making me work in a freezer. And I'm really not one to be disrespected. And I felt like that was disrespectful because I asked to go, So I quit. And he told me I couldn't quit. And that even made me hyper. I'm arrogant. So when he told me I couldn't quit and we had all these customers, I chose that time to jump on a soapbox, grab my leather jacket, light a cigarette in front of him, smoke, and leave in the middle of a rush. So that was natural. That's arrogance at the top. That's I think I'm most like my mother, and she likes it. She'll see it in me and know it. And we clash a lot because I'm arrogant, she's arrogant, and you should see us when we get in our little attitude moves.